All right. We are recording on. Hi, Emery. We're recording on StreamYard. So video is going. Okay.
Okay. So
let's talk about your favorite song again here real quick before we start recording the episode, Justin. Hold on. We're going to lose the. I got to erase the episode. Hold on. All right, now we're back recording with that kissy face, Gumby.
See, man.
See, look at you jamming it over there.
See, I'm telling you what. Yep.
That's right. All right, let me get a. Let me.
It's whatever you like. Turn this opposite into a club. I'm talking drink this, smoke free, party all night.
I like the smoke part.
Yeah. I like it when he calls her Gumby.
So who is this?
Bruno Mars and Rose.
Okay. You know, we should do this just to throw everybody off. We should do this as the intro.
Okay. Let me pause it.
Okay.
All right. And I'll start it back over so we can.
Now, do you have the other albums, that playlist up?
Yes. Yep. I got it all ready to go.
Because that's going to be the big part of our discussion is 40 years, counting down 40 years ago to this month.
I got a picture of it. So I got a picture of the red meat lever. I gave you your Dunbarton hat back. All right, so I'm going to hit record on the board. What's up, everybody watching on YouTube? You get to see a little behind the scenes. You see Justin with his new Dunbarton hat, which reminds me I need to grab something for it.
See, guys, this is behind the scenes. And believe it or not, this is how we do every podcast, you know. So we don't come out like we don't have a script. We don't have notes. The only thing we have is the kind of music we're going to do, and even then, Sean will switch it up at the last minute, like he just did.
That's right. Hey, look, I got you a Diet Pepsi Light.
See, hey guys, see, does that not kind of see if you in the right light? It kind of looks like a beer, you know? I mean, right. Sort of. I mean, kind of,
sort of, maybe.
Okay, so
I'm going to be filling my Crowned Heads lighter here real quick.
So guys, remember the easiest way to cut your cigar, you open your guillotine cutter flat on the bottom of the ashtray. Although this one has a little
it's got a piggy tail. It's got a piggy tail on the end of it.
So that's all right. So we're just going to cut it the same way. Flat on the ashtray, put your cigar down in there, just
got it.
Clip, and there you go.
All right. You ready? You ready to hit record on this? All right, here we go. We're going to hit record in 3. Hold on, I got to start the song back. In 3, 2, 1. It's a Smoking Sounds podcast. Cigars lit, chairs leaned back, hearts wide open. The ultimate podcast for cigar and pipe enthusiasts. What's up, everybody? I'm Sean, one of the hosts of Smoking Sounds, and joining me is a man who needs no introduction. It is your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. It's Justin.
Hello, everybody. Listen, I just got
kissy face.
I just got introduced to this song like 2 minutes ago.
You know what I think they're saying? Yabba-dabba-doo.
So again, so most of our listeners probably won't know this artist. So
it's Bruno Mars and Rose.
And so now,
kissy face.
Now, what does this have to do with? You said this is what comes from, because you know
this is what you get from cheerleading.
You said
competition.
Emery goes to Cheers, cheer.
So you hear the beat.
Let's.
So they do a lot of dancing to it, especially like when they say kissy face, you know, because everything's 6'7" and kissy faces. And I told my kids, I said, 6'7", you about to learn about 9 to 5. 9'5".
You better learn about the 619.
That's right, because we
619.
Because we were gonna, exactly, or the 316. You hear that glass shatter, you're going to know real quick what 316 means. That's Raul 316. What's up, Raul? Hey, listen, this episode is sponsored by Jeremy and the guys over at Blue Hill Tobacco. Find them on Instagram at Blue Hill Tobacco. If you're watching on Instagram, you can see me and Justin. We were wearing these awesome kick-ass mother trucking hats that they sent us, and we are so thankful for them. It is my new daily wear. And Justin, tell the folks at home, it is Pumpkin
Head approved.
That's right. Had to get your slogan in there.
So, by the way, there's still a Pumpkinhead t-shirt available at Bonfire.
That's right. So we're going to get into a little bit. I just started our playlist. We'll talk about more of that here in just a second. This is Smoking Sounds. I'm Sean. That's Justin. And listen, today we are going to be smoking. Well, we're going to tell you that here in a second, because first, Justin, guess where we're going?
Oh no,
we're going there.
All right. Oh,
we had to get a round of applause first.
Because there we go
for the Smoking Sound Smoking Report. That's right.
Okay,
Justin,
man.
What have you? Hey, the Briar Block or whatever, the Cobb Corner. What have you been smoking,
corner.
Buddy?
Well, listen. So again, I just can't say enough about the from Ted's Pipe Shop here, the Blackberry Winter. It's just perfect for this time of year. It's finally cool enough here in Tulsa, USA. So I've been hitting a lot of that. Hitting a lot of the EA Carries, full-bodied black aromatic, and now that one is a classic. That one I've been smoking that one since probably about 1993.
Wow.
Not all the time, not every week, not every single day, but I've almost always, and then it went on sale, as EA Carries will do some of their tobaccos, like they'll run a weekly sale, and then it came back around and said, ooh, I got to have some more full-body black aromatic. It's just a classic black Cavendish, not as heavy on the vanilla as some black Cavendish dishes seem to be, but it is very good, and also been hitting that haunted bookshop, so it's you remember our Halloween episode kind of hit some haunted bookshop. Again, that one's kind of a classic. Everyone, it's really burly forward with some Virginia, some Perique, but it's really burly forward and again, just around, you've heard like the fall classic. Well, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just kind of the classic ones. And speaking of classic, we got more to get into. But Sean has a new cigar he definitely wants to talk about.
I'm not going to go as far as to say heavyweight champion. I was just writing up this. We're going to be smoking today the Red Meat Lover from Dunbarton Tobacco. Steve Saka. We'll tell you a little bit about that here in a second. But Justin, what I really wanted to talk about was first I wanted to give a special shout out, a special thank you to Brother David over at Knucklehead Cigar Nation for him and Josh from Bourbon and Ash for kind of enticing me to revisit LFD. I have said some, not mean things. I'm not like Justin and the Hemingway, but some negative things about LFD, but I had really been wanting to revisit them. And so David had posted that he got some of the Cabinet No. 5 Maduros, a real oily cigar. And so I ran over and I picked up some, and I'm glad that I did because it was a fantastic cigar. So I've had the double Lajero, and the Cabinet No. 5. So LFD, you're back in the game, baby.
So definitely LFD.
But looky here. We'll tell you all about why we're playing the little Run DMC underneath us here in just a second. But what I really wanted to talk about was Ezra Zion's latest release from Nomads, the Hot Tamale. Justin, you've eaten hot tamale candies before, right?
Oh, too many.
Yes, and that's probably why we got diabetes. But so I bought them, and I actually, because Jay Furman over at Pipe and Tamper with Bo, he's a big Ezra Zion Nomad cigar guy. And I sent them to him, and I said, dude, I bought a couple of these. And he said, man, I have some. I've been letting them set in the humidor to age, and he said they're fantastic. And so I was like, man, I just can't wait anymore. I let them, kind of acclimate for a couple of days. And I felt like I was smoking that piece of candy, Justin. The cinnamon notes through that cigar were just fantastic. I know that they are sold out a lot of places. You may check online for Omerta in South Tulsa. They had some. I don't know that they still do. But if you can get your hands on the Ezra Zion Nomads Hot Tamale, definitely do so. So I think that will wrap up the Smoking Sounds Smoking Report. And as we said, Brother Justin, we are lighting up the red meat lever from Dunbarton Tobacco. To Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. And this one is the red meat lever PCA 2025 release.
Wow. Okay. And not to put you on the spot. Now, you said you had some notes about
I
this
do.
cigar?
Yes. Well, Steve Sock and them were kind enough to send us some notes. So we are smoking the red meats levers for Tanga. It is a 6x52. Oh, sorry, that's Fingers Malloy, right?
Yeah.
And it's MSRP is $16.25 per cigar, $162 per box. I hope that's that is MSRP. I'm like, I think I just told everybody what you get. It's a beefier, more spicier version of the red meat lever, and the red meat lever is a Connecticut broadleaf. I can't talk today. Connecticut broadleaf wrapper with Mexican San Andreas binder with Nicaraguan and Pennsylvania filler.
And let me tell you what. So we just got ours lit here, and
I love these.
this is really, really fabulous. And so it's not, to me, it's not so much spicy, but it's real woodsy and leathery on this one. So you're not getting that big pepper hit, but the taste just comes right out at you. Just hits the ground running. So
that's what you want from a red meat lever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Brother Justin, this is your very first Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cigar.
Did they do the TriStar?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, I'm sorry. You've had their the Stillwater.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
TriStar.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
my
Stillwell
bad.
Star.
But
But again, that was their pipe tobacco based cigar. The
they
different
do
one,
with Cornell and Deal, right?
Right.
And
So this is my first like cigar from them.
just a little. So I have smoked several of the red meat lever porterhouses. So that's the bigger ring gauge, right? So instead of like a Gordo or a Toro, they call it like the bigger one is a porterhouse, but they have one that they call a beef stick, and it kind of is shaped like a Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I absolutely love the red meat lovers. This is the one we're smoking today. I'm showing it to the camera, and I will go ahead and apologize to those if you're watching on YouTube. I did knock the camera over a minute ago, and I shattered my lens protector. So that was what was supposed to make me and Justin look more beautiful. So if the camera shuts off, you just finish the audio. It'll be up on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you
Get your
podcast.
Yeah.
And so, I'm agreeing with you, Justin. Now I am getting a little bit of spice on the first third of this.
Well, see, yeah, it's not coming across to me. Again, wood and leathers is mainly what I'm getting at. In fact, this is my style. It's kind of a darker cigar, and but yeah, again, this taste just hits you right off the bat. Like you are, it's not going to knock you over, but I'm just really, really thrilled with this one.
Yeah,
and,
this is a premium cigar, right?
Oh yeah, and it delivers. It definitely delivers it is a premium price, but again, so
I think it's worth every penny.
You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for.
And so, since we don't have Matt's Poor Decisions here with us, I will ask you. Shout out to Matt, love you, brother. What is a perfect pairing you think would go with this?
So as I'm smoking this here,
Eddie.
Yeah. So if I'm like, I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Okay. So
he went there.
So a good pairing with it. So this one, again, we've got it's late November. We're talking not pumpkin spice latte, but it is fall. So I'm definitely thinking more of. I'm actually thinking rum on this one.
You know what? I don't even drink, and that's what I was thinking.
I really am thinking rum on. I was trying to think about bourbon. I thought, no, I think bourbon would take this into another place, not a bad place, but because this one to me has much more of a woodsy kind of leathery, yes, kind of meaty kind of taste. I can definitely know why they call it the meat lovers. It must be that the Pennsylvanian in the cigar that's bringing that out, but it would be. I think this with a bourbon, I think it would just sort of not clash, but I think they would just kind of like bump into each other. But if you get the sweetness from a good rum, a good dark rum, let's say, I think that would just set it off. Because again, as I've said on this podcast, I like to I like things to contrast. I don't want sweet and sweet. Like I wouldn't do like a Deadwood and Coke Zero. That's just sweet and sweet. I would do this again with the sweet rum.
Okay, yeah, and it does pair perfectly with the Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, well, I guess Diet Pepsi.
And yeah, but I think for some reason I was thinking rum, some sweeter notes with it. And it's what's really cool, Justin, is I used to have one of the boxes. The boxes that the cigars come in look like butcher blocks, like when you're cutting up meat and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
So we are recording. This is a lovely Tulsa Tuesday afternoon, and so day after tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
So we wanted to have the little meat lovers. Now, if I would say this, now if you have that big meal on Thursday, before all the tryptophan kicks in from the turkey. By the way, there's more tryptophan per serving in tuna than there is in turkey. In case y'all didn't know. Anyway, but
if you don't know, now you know.
So this would be a great after, even though it's not sweet, it's not a dessert cigar, but I think this would kind of pair with that kind of meat and potatoes kind of feel, kind of comfort meal. This would top that off absolutely in a great way, especially say if you had little, what do you like better, Sean, pecan pie or pumpkin pie?
Dude, Justin, I swear to God, that I was just about to, because I told you I had some notes. This son bitch, are you looking at my notes? No, you're not. So
I can't see
So
it.
this was my first question was pumpkin pie or pecan pie. So I like both. My wife makes a beautiful pumpkin pie, so I'm going to say pumpkin pie. How about what do you say?
Oh, no, I'm definitely a pecan pie guy. So one of the best pecan pies I've had, of course, my wife, Little D, will make the she'll roast the pecan. She makes a chocolate pecan pie. Yeah, if you know Little D, if it's dessert, that means chocolate. Okay.
Ooh, like a chocolate pecan pie?
Yes. And she'll roast the pecans and then put like cocoa in it and stuff, and it's chocolate, and it's just great. Now, one of the better second best one was I actually had a lady in our church brought us a bourbon pecan pie that she actually cooked with bourbon. By the way, let me take this opportunity. Shout out to all my Presbyterians out there listening. You're not Presbyterian for nothing. So you know all about a bourbon pecan pie. If you don't, you should.
And thank you to all the Presbyterian pipe smokers that have started following us on Instagram.
Hey.
At Smoking Sounds Pod, a little cheap plug for us there.
Yeah, there you go. So now, and we'll get back into pies and Thanksgiving and all that. So Sean, let's talk about the music that we're playing today.
Well, hold on. I have a couple more questions, Justin.
Okay.
See, you're jumping the gun, brother. You didn't see the rest of my page.
See, I told you I didn't see it.
Are you a cranberry sauce guy?
Absolutely. But homemade cranberry sauce, that stuff that comes in a can is an abomination to cranberryness.
That's right. You tell them, Lemmy.
So, now the stuff in the can, I cannot stand. It just,
ugh.
I
can't. I don't do any cranberry, nothing.
But the cranberry sauce, and I actually make my own, and put it in the fridge to set overnight. It's cranberries, pecans, and like orange juice, stuff like that.
Ooh.
It's really good. So if you've never had homemade cranberry sauce and you're at the Thanksgiving table and they pass it around, if all you know is the can, give it a little bit of try and do it the proper way. Do it the proper way. And what I mean is this: it goes on your turkey, on the meat itself. Just like when you have pork chops and you're supposed to have applesauce on the pork chops,
Not with the pork chop.
not with them, on them. Have you never had that? Now, actually, I learned that from Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, okay.
So, I didn't talk to him. I just saw.
Oh, it'd be a lot cooler. She just went with it and said you did.
Yeah, I said, ooh.
So then let me ask you this: ham or turkey?
Turkey by far. Turkey. I like ham,
I'm a ham guy. I got to have the ham.
but to me,
Honey glazed.
as much as I like to put it away.
I should say I am talking to the garbage disposal over here.
So there's some truth to that. So
That was your TWA name, or not TWA. TNA. Wait, is that one?
TWA. It's an old defunct airline.
Yeah,
Trans World.
that's right. Trans World and TNA.
But
We'll go with that.
that means for you millennials, Trans World means across the world, not
Yeah.
trans like you might be thinking. It just means like across the world. You go Trans World. Anyway, so but anyway, yeah, cranberry goes on the turkey. And now, okay, let me ask you one thing. So have you ever had giblet gravy?
I believe that I have. Yes.
They take that little bag out of the turkey
Yes.
with that disgusting junk in it. Now, I love giblet gravy, but everybody who we have Thanksgiving with now, they all hate it. So I am giblet gravy deprived.
Yeah.
But so let me ask you this.
Okay.
We're just going through our
Right. And I
Thanksgiving
got two
stuff.
more questions for you. So yeah, it's just
Okay.
me and you. So
It's
let's
just
have
me.
fun.
It's just me.
Let's do what we do.
So
a couple of knuckleheads in the car. Hold on.
So do you like green bean casserole?
No.
Like with the crunchy onions on top?
No, and it's funny you say that because brother Alan Wolf just texted me, and he is on his preparation of his third turkey. So
Wow.
he had a Friendsgiving. He had to do a turkey for. He did another one, I believe, for his wife's company, and he's preparing his third. Now, his wife and his mother-in-law are cooking up a storm, and he said that they were about to start on the green bean casserole, but he may be getting a timeout because I think he was eating up all the fried onions. So Mr. Hallen Whip, Big Al, I hope you're not in timeout. I hope you didn't eat up all the
French onions. Yeah. So now, let's see. So what else? Of course, mashed potatoes. Now, do you like the? They make the sweet potatoes like with the marshmallow and cinnamon and all that kind of stuff.
Since I've been a diabetic, I've been eating a lot more sweet potatoes because they're better for you on the glycemic index than regular potatoes. So I am probably going to have my first heaping yams is what I also have heard them referred to as. So I'm going to probably eat yams for my first time this Thanksgiving.
Wow. So see, at our house, the yams are made with marshmallow and butter.
That's
and
it. Yep,
all
that's
that sweet stuff,
Same
like
exact.
all the stuff that's no good for you. Now, by the way, so I just thought how ironic. What is this?
Meat is Murder for the Smiths.
By the Smiths is coming
with
around.
the red meat lover.
Yeah,
So,
it's with the red meat lover cigars.
shout out to Mike Bellows, Escapes Lawn Care. He's the one that introduced me to the Smiths back in the day. And so couple more questions, and then we'll get into the explanation
Of the music. Yeah.
So Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That is the real Thanksgiving movie. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree. It's been a long time since I've actually watched it.
To me, that's the only movie that kind of really is happening around Thanksgiving. There may be some others that I'm forgotten. If so, just drop us a comment. But the last one, Justin.
Okay.
Christmas tree up before or after Thanksgiving?
For us, it's always been after, like that Friday after Thanksgiving was kind of your time to put that up because most people would have like the Friday off and then that
Right.
weekend, And so what I always would tell people is that if you don't have time after the, say Friday after Thanksgiving, if you don't have time to decorate your house for Christmas or get those cards out, or whatever your things you do, anymore the holiday season gets so busy you won't have time.
Yeah.
Then from then on, and then of course we have the hanging of the greens at our Presbyterian church. So that's always that Sunday afterwards. So so even the church is getting decorated. So it's just a great time. It's just but yes, after is, you want to, now again, like we have a real pleasant weather today. So if you want to put out those Christmas lights now, it's supposed to rain all weekend. So you think, obviously you get it done when you get it. But to me, if you don't have time that weekend after Thanksgiving, you won't have time the rest of you might as well just don't worry about it for the rest of the Christmas season, because there's so much.
So we typically have always waited until the day after Thanksgiving. This year, our Christmas tree is already up because we decided, I mean, my wife, the boss, decided we were going to flock our Christmas tree last year. And so, yeah, that ended up being a horrible decision. So we got rid of the tree from last year, and we got a new tree. Nope. So that's why it's all already up.
FYI, no flocking. This flock
is a no flocking zone. NFZ, baby. NFZ. Come get you some.
Come get you some. Yeah, because it looks great. I guess right. It looks great that first year you do it.
It looks great if you buy one that's already flocked. It does not look so great if you flock it yourself, because it's a flocking mess everywhere. I got flocking snow everywhere. So, all right. So the reason you guys are hearing the music that you're hearing is when me and Justin were talking earlier, he said, hey, this is about all the pre-gaming or pre-planning, I guess you would say, that we have done for this episode, as you can probably already tell by this point. But Justin said, hey, what are we thinking about music? I heard that it's the 40th anniversary of Motley Crue's Theater of Pain. And my first thought was, dude, are we really old enough for Theater of Pain to be celebrating its 40th anniversary? And so I had to Google it, and we are. And what is interesting is 1985 had some great stuff come out. So I thought we could do just Motley Crue, as you heard Smoking in the Boys Room earlier, Home Sweet Home. But I thought, let's just make a compilation of a lot of the good tunes that came out of 1985. And you'll hear one here in just a second that, if you'll remember, Justin was just talking about this TV show, and it really made this song pop on the charts. Running Up the Hill from Kate Bush.
This is from the album Hounds of Love. I had this on CD back in the day.
That's right. Released in 1985.
Now, I didn't buy it in 1985, but when I discovered Kate Bush about 3 years later, I went back and bought it.
I discovered Kate Bush on that last episode, or that last season of Stranger Things. I'm sure I heard of her, but it was, and again, Master of Puppets, when they played it, it's like, it's crazy what that TV show is doing for music from our generation.
And this is absolutely, this got re-released again and just went to the top of the charts.
Yeah, it was number one for like 13 weeks or something like that again.
Yeah, and it is, the whole album is actually great. If you kind of into kind of more say gentler alternative type music. So
yeah, now, and I don't recall if this song went to number one in 85 or 86 when it came out. No. I believe it was, and I want to say now, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but when it premiered on Stranger Things, it was Kate Bush's first number one hit.
Yes.
And it was number one, like, big time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And if you remember that from, by the way, Stranger Things, they're as we are recording this, they're getting ready to debut their
fifth and
final season
tomorrow.
And it takes place in 1985.
Oh, nice.
So everything they play.
I wonder if they're going to go see the Goonies.
Well, they could.
They probably won't.
But and we were. And by the way, special shout out to 80s and 90s Recall.
That's right.
They just
David
did
and Rob.
They just did their about 80s video games. So I just wanted to say, listen, if you want to challenge me on Robotron or Dig Dug,
Come get you some.
or now Galaga is Galaga is too hard for me.
Oh yeah.
But
don't come at Jess with some Galaga or Space Invaders.
But the king of all those games is Centipede.
Yeah.
Centipede is the thing. So Dave and Rob, that one's for you.
And listen, if you love music, and I know that you do if you're listening, because you love cigars and sounds, if you're listening to us, Rob has an Instagram page, Discography Daily, where he posts CDs, albums, things like that. So if you're not following Rob, make sure you're following that. He posts some great music and stuff on there, and he tries to hit all the anniversaries and things like that. But yeah, the great episode on totally 80s and 90s recall podcast today about 80s video games. And so we're going to just kind of talk a little bit about the cigar. We're going to talk about the music, because there was a lot of good stuff. You guys heard Run DMC's King of Rock.
Now, see, I remember I got that on cassette, like back in the day. And now I did get that one, like right as it came out. And man, it was just, I had my boom box, and I had that going on, man, it took about 8 or 9 D-size batteries. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So, it was fabulous. And one thing about King of Rock, so,
There is none higher.
And
Sucker MCs, they call us Sire.
Sire, yeah. There's 3 of us, but we're not the Beatles. Well, 2 of us, but we're still not the Beatles. So
Jam Master Jay dropping loud house sound.
But if you look at the first 2 tracks, okay, so there's King of Rock, right? But they put out the remix on the album before the actual song. So you get like this bumping beat and stuff, and you hear all these samples from King of Rock. See, and they do this before they actually do the actual song. So the remix appears before the actual song.
And I was looking at the expanded edition of King of Rock. Check this out. See if you know what this is. And I'll tell you a story about it here in a second, but see if you can catch what this song is.
Okay, I don't know.
You'll know when they start.
Yeah.
Now the beat from the band that did it is completely different. But I'm gonna let this play for a second while I search for the other.
Oh wow, the tempo, little pre-Beastie Boys action.
So this album, or this Slow and Low, was offered to Run DMC, and so this is what it became. This is how we all know it. Run DMC gave it to the Beastie Boys. It was written for Run DMC. Now this was 86,
yes,
87.
This
but,
Licensed to Ill, 86.
But yeah, so how crazy
wow.
was that?
See, yeah. I never knew that about this.
I was watching the Run DMC documentary, and so but yeah, so that look, Driver 8 from REM. Love REM. But we were kind of talking about this on the way over here, Justin. This reminds me of what you would have heard on college radios back in the day, right?
Yeah, when college radio was truly alternative. You stayed up, late at night, and you'd hear these tracks, and go down, and you hope that the music store had it. Camelot music,
Mohawk music. R.I.P. Paul, love you, man.
And back where I lived, we had a place called Sunburst Sounds.
Ooh,
and Hastings Records.
Hastings,
yeah. So
Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Yeah. and it just broke my heart when Camelot Music in the mall became FYE
for your entertainment.
See, that was so lame.
And because and I remember when 92.1, the Oasis switched from classical to EOI.
That's now that was like early 90s.
Yeah,
Teresa
right.
DeVito.
But that's kind of my only, because I didn't have college radio. I don't think like RSU wasn't I wasn't getting RSU radio and things like that, but with Mother Teresa and all them, because that's when I would hear the Cure, the Smiths, REM, because K107 wasn't playing those.
Because now, see, where I lived, we had Northern Oklahoma College, we had KAYE, and back then they still had like live DJs and all that kind of stuff, and they messed up half the time, or and they still had the turntable. So sometimes their songs they would get started, because they didn't have it cued just right,
like WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you heard all this stuff. B-52s, you heard like REM, certainly.
Yeah.
And this is the REM I like. As they got more popular, to me, they just kind of became more, just kind of more obnoxious.
Well, see, but I love like the album with Night Swimming and then when they did like What's the Frequency Kenneth and all. I've always kind of liked REM, so I've kind of just listened to all of their stuff, and I've loved it. And we heard, like you said, Iron Maiden, they're Live After Death. And let's see who else we got. While I'm kind of looking this up, Justin, how's this? We're getting into the second third of this.
Okay, I'm
going to call it a good, solid medium body cigar.
Absolutely.
What say you?
Medium for sure. As I get now into the deeper into this cigar, I am getting more of that spice finally, but definitely not at the first. The aroma is just fantastic.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
And
makes me want to call a little studio coming at you on KCGR 92.1.
But this also came out in 85.
Yes.
And they've in the particularly the 80s stations, they haven't stopped playing it since.
No, and why should they?
I mean, look, guys, I grew up in the 80s. I was in 85. I was 15. So I was like right in the thick of it. I get like songs like I do get a little tired of these.
Well, listen, here's another one that came out, and a band that we were talking about. This is Sonic Youth with Society as a Whole. I didn't even know Sonic Youth had an album out in 1985. I think of them in the kind of the grunge era.
Yeah, see, no, they were in 80s, definitely. Because we were talking about the videos we watched on, or that I watched in the late 80s on 120 Minutes. That's on right. MTV. And, yeah, guys, I can see our skateboard guys out there.
Popping Ollie
or whatever they.
That's
whatever,
right. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I don't think the kickflip had came out yet in the 80s. I think it was Ollie and a lot of being on the ramps and stuff.
Yeah,
Tony Hawk and Mike McGill and Steve Caballero.
Yeah, because the half pipe didn't come along till later, right?
Yes,
because they pretty much just did like parking lots and stuff like that in the 80s, right?
Now, before I get into this next one, you may want to dial the Hot 80s Blonde because we about to lay it down with Rat.
That's right, the Hot 80s
and
Blonde.
Christy Jackson. I see you.
I see those hands.
Woo! Shout out to Aunt Christy up there, Alton, Illinois.
A little Rat here on KCGR.
But yeah, 1985.
Wow.
So, but yeah, so these are all celebrating their 40th anniversary this year in 2025.
Right.
Still can't believe I'm saying that.
40 years ago. So
I'm really enjoying your smoke coming over my way, Justin, because the aromatics of this Red Meat Lover is, and you know what? I think the name is a perfect description because it is an appetizing cigar. Like it's a hearty cigar, right?
Yes.
Like,
yes. I would definitely if you want something with a big flavor, but you don't want to blow the back of your head off, this is one I would go find.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, even if say you're after the Thanksgiving dinner and you're outside with your crew and maybe even have some people, I'll even say this, even if you had some people, maybe they don't smoke too many cigars, one or two a year, whatever. This is still a good one to give to them. It's not that strong, but it's full.
Yeah, it's a full body cigar, and I'm saying it's more of a medium plus.
Well, I'd say it's a full flavor.
Yeah, Yeah.
So I don't want to get our cigar aficionados. I don't want you guys to get confused here. I just mean full flavor. It doesn't hit like a full bodied cigar.
Because the cigar aficionados is definitely not us.
Well, yeah.
We're the ragtag knucklehead. That's why we're part of Knucklehead Nation Cigars.
Look out. Someone's going to be.
I keep looking at the video and I cannot thank Jeremy enough for these. We look good in these hats. These blue Hill Tobacco hats, and that's a deer with a pipe, a deer head with a pipe hanging out its mouth and an eyeglass. Beautiful logo. Absolutely love it. Love these camo hats. We went with the camo colors because, that's how we do. We're in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're Oklahoma,
The only thing we're hunting is cigars.
Yeah, I tell you what, but yeah, as I mentioned last time, we talked about Thanksgiving, all that. To me, Thanksgiving is rapidly becoming my favorite holiday.
And why is that? Is it just because you get to eat?
Well, not only that, but that's all that's expected, because a lot of times we pick out gifts like, do they have this? What's their size or all these things, you know what I'm saying? But in Thanksgiving, if you bring over like a salad or a pie, you're good.
Right.
Hey, thanks. Come on in, grab a beer, kind of thing. And I've just, and again, now this is also where I'm kind of a stickler about this too, is that it's one of the few times anymore that, to me, everyone ought to eat together.
Yeah.
Like, none of this like take a plate and go upstairs and watch a movie or whatever. I tell you, if I had Thanksgiving at my house, of course football would be on, but
right.
But that's the thing.
But then even there, you're kind of
together.
You're all kind of in the same area,
right.
Eating together, watching together.
Right. And so to me, and as you have those conversations around food, like our ancestors have been doing for hundreds of years, that's where you really get to know people. And even their food will kind of loosen them up, and a lot of people anyway. And that's the way it should be. And I think, and then especially, if you can get little rum or little brandy would go with the cigar too.
Yeah.
A little,
what's that brandy you brought over?
St. Remy would go, or Christian Brothers brandy would. I kind of forgotten about brandy until we were just kind of talking about, but that's what I really, because again, a lot of times Christmas can be, what did I get? What did I not get? What was I hoping to get? And what I would do if I could just control the whole Christmas celebration, I would actually have the presents would be like after dinner, like after we do part 2, Thanksgiving part 2.
Yeah.
And then the presents would kind of be afterwards.
Okay.
I just think that would be.
No, it's a great idea. And I agree 100% with you. The
kids would hate it. They'd be
right.
like one bite. So, okay, dinner's over.
Yeah. Because my kids like to get up at 2 a.m. waiting to see what Santa brought them. But I agree with you that the stress and the expectation level is so much less on Thanksgiving. Christmas is my favorite holiday because one thing I've learned is gift giving is one of my love languages. So I think that's why I like Christmas so much. I don't like like you said, what size do they wear? Do they have this? Do they have that? Because now that my kids are getting older, it's getting difficult as all get out to try to figure out what to get them. Their best friends might be calling them cash this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you, although, gift cards can be I still think gift cards can be
gift cards. I don't want them.
Well, but to me, but not like a Target gift card or an Amazon gift card.
Amazon gift card, maybe. Amazon's got everything.
Well, that's true. But see, to me, I still like it to be personal.
Yeah.
So like if there's a gift card to somewhere that only they like to shop.
Right.
If they have it, some people, they still do gift certificates different places or even online, like say one of their favorite, let's say if they, like to go to a Pipes and Cigars website.
Yes.
You can get gift cards there and email them to your person that's maybe does a podcast with you or something.
That's right.
Well,
listen. Okay, I got you there. And I will say because Aunt Christy Jackson, she always gets me a gift card for like Chili's or something. So that always makes the belly happy. That's always a good one. Smokingpipes.com. Yeah, I would definitely take a gift card from them. Now,
So-
if you know my kids, they would obviously take a Roblox gift card because they need Roblox cash, or Robux is what they call it. Every time Emery thinks she's getting some money, she tells me, you can just buy me Robux. And I'm like,
Wow.
what do you spend it on? Oh,
Wow.
She was talking to one of her friends and she was talking about she bought a dress and all this stuff. And I said, damn, what kind of money? And it was a video game.
So roadblocks.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Roblox, but
Okay.
it's a silly little game that kids love. But if your kids are on there, please watch them because people do what they do. They tend to try to get on there and communicate.
Yes,
and they're not the
because a
people
lot
you
of
want
these
your
video games, okay, they do have like the live chat, so you can chat with other players, and that's not always regulated. So they don't really know who they're chatting with. So again, just a little,
and that can be said with anything.
Yeah,
your social medias, any of that. Just,
oh my
if your
gosh,
kids are using them.
Yeah,
do what you do because we're
Make
using
sure-
them too. So just monitor them.
yeah. Make sure that you know everything that's going on, who's talking to them, and of course, not just in the video games, but in pretty much all of the social media.
Man, I tell you, I've been listening to Pipe and Tamper, and they've really got me wanting to try some of these new pipe tobaccos they've been getting. Like what was it, Dusk and Dawn? They had, was that a couple that Cornell and Dill came out with not too long ago?
I
think that's what it was.
I can't think.
But
what it was.
the We Three Kings is back out.
No, I have some of that still.
Yeah, I've
So
got it right behind me here.
it-
It's still here at the
Whenever-
car hold lounge.
Yeah, there you go. So definitely see, to me, as if you're outside in the cool, to me that's pipe weather. Because again, I've smoked a pipe a lot of years, and I was one of those guys. I had maybe 1 or 2 cigars, maybe 3 in a year.
Not now.
Now I have like 2 or 3, 5, 6 in a week. Yeah. So, anyway.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I saw some, and we still have the red Carolina flake that we need to break into. So so here's another. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. Let me find it. Where'd it go? And this one also came out in 1985. Justin,
Is hard as hell. Battle anybody, I don't care. You
Tell
before he needed love, he was rocking the bells.
the bells.
This is Rock the Bells Radio.
Radio. This album was called Radio. This LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool J.
That's right.
And I had this in the beatbox too.
That's right.
Oh,
Before before he came out with the perfect backwards and couple skate only song.
Yeah.
Definitely had to have Rock the Bells playing. And real quick, a story. LL Cool J almost never happened because he had gave his tape to Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin, the way he would decide if he was going to sign an artist or not was he had a friend that had a system in his car, and if it sounded good in that guy's car, he wanted to sign him. So LL Cool J's tape, a demo tape, just happened to be laying around in the studio, and Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys popped it in, and Rick Rubin heard it, and that's how LL Cool J got signed to Def Jam Records.
Now, wasn't there? Speaking of Rick Rubin, wasn't there? And I don't want to put you on the spot because I can't think now, but I think didn't Slayer have an album in?
So Slayer, Kerry King, their guitar player, played the guitar riff for No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
No, but I mean, I was just going to ask. I knew that, but I can't remember if Slayer had an album in '85. Like,
yes, they did. It's so funny you say that. This is it. Praise of Death from their album.
Which album is that from?
It is. The album is called Hell Awaits.
Oh, hell yeah. Because now they weren't so big in '85, but they definitely were acquiring their underground following, and I'm
gonna turn some lights on while you're talking about that.
It's just odd to think that this is like their earlier, because Slayer is such a name in metal. I had South of Heaven on cassette in '88. A lot of my friends had Rain and Blood from like '87 or '86, something like that. And so I was just like, surely like Seasons in the Abyss or something like that was surely before then.
Yep.
Because Now what? Now Master of Puppets was 84, right? Or do you remember?
I think Master of Puppets, yes, was 83 or
That's
84.
from Metallica.
From Metallica. And then it's funny because we go from Slayer. This is another one that came out in 1985. Your boy right here, Justin.
Oh yeah, when the police broke up.
Yep.
And
now this was this his first solo album?
Yes, Dream of the Blue Turtles.
I dream of them every night.
Yeah.
You got to set them free.
And and Sting went back to his jazz roots. People say he grew up and found jazz. Well, actually, he did jazz a lot before he did like the Police and all that new wave that they did. He did jazz before then, so he kind of went back to his roots when he went solo.
One of my funny Police stories is when we were in broadcasting school, Justin, I got partnered with Rex to do the Tulsa State Fair, right? Rex! And I love Rex. I don't know whatever happened to him. Rex, if you're listening, holler at us. But
give us a shout, man.
We were
hearing you all this time?
on the video. I muted it. I don't know. I think I hit something. But
Oh.
so I was playing Message in a Bottle, and I said, "This is the Police with Massage in a Bottle." And Rex comes on and goes, "Also known as Message in a Bottle."
Massage in the bottle.
So, look, I've been known to mispronounce words every now and again.
One at least one other time. So but yeah, and now not soon, almost too soon after this album came out, he actually released on import because the American record companies didn't want to carry it. The Bring On the Night, his live, his two CD live album, and so he actually brought it in anyway, but you had to get it on import. And I remember waiting for that import. Oh man, I'd call the record company, I'd call the record store like every week,
Asking if it came in yet?
Yeah, and they got to know it. They said they'd be like, "Hey, Justin, we got the shipment in. We got to scan them in, and then come on in. Say on Saturday
and pick it up."
Oh yeah, and so if he's listening, my cousin Kevin, who he's down in Texas right now, so he actually got that album for me. For my birthday and I still have the Sunburst Sounds tag on it, so I know it's like December 26th. I think it was 86.
Wow.
And so that's how I know, because the tag's still on, but it was a double cassette. Had the double. You've seen those cases? They're kind of flat, and they have the two cassettes in them. Oh yeah, I was somebody.
Oh, that's awesome.
And now I got the CD later, but man, I tell you. Anyway, so
it's funny because I just found I have The Cure's Japanese Whispers on import, and I found that on CD. I found that in the closet the other day.
Oh wow!
But the imports were always cool because they were going to have stuff on it that you weren't going to get on the American release.
So what we're listening to right now, this is ZZ Top.
That's right, from the album Afterburner, a little sleeping bag. Here's another one. We're going to jump from ZZ Top. Here's another one that came out in 1985, Justin, that you may have forgotten about.
Oh, no. Mr. Robert Palmer. I can't do an English accent. Sorry, UK.
It's Palmer.
Palmer.
Yeah, we're going to get...
And it had those ladies like with the white faces.
Yes.
and the black lipstick?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, real dark, either black or purple or something like that.
Something like that. And they all looked alike. Like they were all done up the same way in the video.
Because the lights were on, but we're not home. Kind of like when we're doing this podcast.
Well,
the lights are on, but we're not home.
I forgot this was 85.
Yeah, great music right here. I mean, 85, look, if you're talking 80s, 85 is a hard year to compete with when you're talking music and movies, because you had Back to the Future, The Goonies, The Breakfast Club. You had so many. And if you want to hear a great episode of The Breakfast Club, check out Justin over at Pop Culture Reflections. He just did an episode with Kate from Australia, mate. I believe it is. She's wonderful. She supports our show. Thank you guys so much. But check out our other brother, J-Pop, as we'll call him, over at Pop Culture Reflections. If you want to check out his episodes on the Breakfast Club, and he talks about the wrestling and all that stuff too. But yeah, 85 is a hard year to compete with.
Now I'm going to show my ignorance here. So didn't Fast Times at Ridgemont High come out then too?
It could have. I'm not 100% sure on.
Listen, guys,
Spicoli.
Movies are my weakest link ever. Like, I know zero about movies and actors and actresses and all that. So if you're like, oh, Justin, you're stupid, that came out in whatever, of course I am. I just want to tell you that.
We're owning it right now.
But so we have a little bit of live Google going on.
I haven't Googled it yet because we're getting into the kind of final third, I guess, of this cigar, and it is just fantastic.
Oh yeah, the flavor is really
consistent.
Yes, and the draw is good. And absolutely no construction issues.
Not at all. I did a V cut on mine.
Although I would have expected, I would have expected nothing less from Dunbarton than
Steve Saka.
So Meat Lovers is a definite. You talk about a good Thanksgiving this time of year cigar. This just hits the spot.
And the Limited Cigar Association from Pravada Cigar Club, they released the Turducken again this year. We smoked it last Thanksgiving, so we decided to do. It was kind of a toss-up between the Red Meat Lover or the Pork Tenderloin from Tatawahe. And so the red, and all full transparency or whatever you want to call it, Dunbarton had put out looking for media relations, and they did send us these cigars with the notes on it and stuff. And so we are so thankful to be establishing that relationship with them.
You're addicted to love.
So yeah, that's a great song right there. And this is another band that I didn't know of until the 90s, the Jesus and Mary Chain, Just Like Honey. I did not know about Jesus and Mary Chain until they were on the Crow soundtrack with our friends from Ten Killer in For Love Not Lisa, Mike Lewis and Clint and all those guys. Their band For Love Not Lisa is on the Crow soundtrack, so check that out. But yeah, so again, college radio is what I think of when I hear this.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it was, and this is way before alternative got big, and it always makes me laugh about when I think about particularly like the late 90s when if everybody's alternative, you're not alternative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You can't be alternative and be at the top of the charts. Then you are the culture. My example of that, a lot of times you'll see guys and gals with the multiple piercings, the multiple tattoos. Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you'll ask them, "Why do you do that? Like, what?" And they'll be like, "Well, we're counterculture, man. And I'm like, if I'm standing there like in Portland or somewhere, I'm thinking, everybody has tattoos. Right. Everybody has piercing. How does that make you counterculture?
If everybody's doing it.
Right. I mean, you are the culture, so you kind of lose your rebel status of everybody. And so back in 85, when this stuff came out, The Cure was out, the Smiths, Susie and the Banshees was out. REM. Now, they were alternative. They weren't at the top of the charts. You had to really go find their music, and sometimes you order like from mail order catalogs. And
New
stuff
Order
like
is
that.
another band.
New Order.
Joy Division had separate or disbanded, or I think their lead singer had passed away, and then New Order was formed. Because if you're looking at the top of the charts on 1985, this is what you would hear. This was a number one hit in 1985.
Little John Cougar, Mellencamp.
John Cougar. He was still the Cougar in this one.
Oh, was he? Okay.
I believe so. I don't know when he dropped the Cougar.
I thought he was Mellencamp by now,
but he may have been.
But this one goes out to all Sean's homies in Glenpool.
That's right. We're in a small town, baby. We're about to get chili dogs. Oh, that's another song.
Oh, that's Jack and Diane.
Yeah. And another one that surprised me from 1985.
Whoa.
Little In Excess. Michael Hutchinson.
got you what you need here at KCGR.
That's right. He was trying to get what he needed, and unfortunately, that didn't turn out too good for him.
You know, you've heard of Jack FM. This is Cigar FM. We play what we want.
Wait, did you just throw that Jack FM as a tribute to what happened to Michael Hutchinson? Sorry, Mama.
Sorry, Mama. I didn't even think about that, man.
Dude, that was perfect timing.
I'm just rolling.
Hey, Knucklehead Cigar Nation right here on 101.5 KCGR with the red meat lover from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
Man, I'm smoking this thing down to the nub.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm about to burn the fingertips.
I'll tell you, it's worth it though, man. Where's and me without my
what is it? Wooden Waters.
The Wooden Waters.
1150.
Yeah. See, I don't have it, guys, and now I'm paying the price. So,
that's right.
So get you a Wooden Waters a cigar holder so you can smoke in this case, all 16 of that cigar.
And this may have been Motley's biggest hit.
I'm a dreamer.
Little Tommy Lee on the piano there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They just announced they're going to be on tour next year with Extreme and Tesla.
Now that'll be a good show.
And then Zach Bryan just released, he's going to have a tour in 2026. Motley Crue's going out. Man, I keep hearing all this buzz that Poison's going to have a new album out in 2026. But, we can only hope because that would be cool. I'd love to go see Brett and Ricky and Bobby and Cece and the boys again.
Cece DeVille.
Cece DeVille, what a dude, man.
Oh, man.
And for all of you WWE fans, holler if you hear me. If you were a kid in 85, you were collecting the LJN WWF Superstar toys. Today, they have been released on Target.com. You can get the Hulk Hogan and the Dusty Rhodes LJN WWE Superstars now. Pick them up while you can. What did you do? See, you burnt the shit out of yourself.
I know. So I tell you what on Netflix, they run the ads during the Raw, and I'm about convinced I need a kick out ring, because they do the Money in the Bank.
That's right.
Ring, and that thing, and I'm like, he's cashing in, and so
Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, talk about burn it down, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I know I don't have my Wooden Waters either, so I'm gonna have to put this in the ashtray because
there it goes.
Something's gonna catch on fire, and it's not gonna be a mic stand. It's gonna be my hand.
Well, see, and see, I'm just glad I don't have a felt cover on this microphone now, because otherwise, it might have been, we might have had a different smoke aroma in here.
That's right.
Not from the cigar.
And you guys would have got to meet the GFD, the Glenpool Fire Department. They'd have been rolling out. They'd been like, oh, it's just those knucklehead boys again. But yeah, so if you're interested, look up more of 1985, what all was released that year. You're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Now I'll tell you this, another big year. And if you, this is just a little homework, little side project for you. Because I was doing my research for the Police album, Synchronicity.
Okay.
And that was 83. Now 83 has a bunch of stuff.
What was the biggest album of 83, Justin?
Well, it was Synchronicity. That was the number one album, but also that Genesis album came out, with That's All and
I thought Thriller was 83.
Thriller was 83. So there
may
is
have been
that.
late 83 though.
Well, but anyway, and then Journey, Separate Ways, the Escape album.
Unfortunately, they did go their separate ways.
Not Escape, but the other one with it had the song Separate Ways on it. But again, 83, you just have these seminal years, that seem to come up with a lot of stuff just comes out.
Rush with Emotional Detector from the album
Power Windows.
Thank you. You had my back there. So after we listen to this, I want to play some newer music, a band that I just cannot get enough of. So I'm going to go to them real quick because this is a new band out of Jolly Old England, I believe. The name of the band is President. And this song is called Fearless. If you have not listened to President, check them out. and they're kind of like Sleep Token. Nobody knows who they are. They wear masks and stuff, so nobody's quite sure. First, I heard Dave Grohl was in the band. I don't believe that he is, but this is a freaking amazing song. So if you like this, the band is President.
I think I liked it better than Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Although that's not to say anything bad about Sleep Token, but
yeah, but my favorite one from them, I like this right here. Maybe the cheerleaders can do a cheer to this one. I like it's kind of a mix of heavy electronic, and he sings. I love that he sings.
Right.
But this one is called Destroy Me. This is my favorite one.
Okay, we'll give this a little.
We'll give this one a little bit of a listen, and then we'll get into a little bit of Commander Pilot. They've got a new single out. I want to play for you because those guys are just so awesome to us.
Yeah. So again, this is President.
Yeah, baby.
So find this on Apple Music. I think everybody's leaving Spotify.
Well, see, no, actually, Spotify is the bigger one. It's bigger than Apple Music.
Oh, it is?
Because if you remember when we had Mike Lewis and the boys from 10 Killer on with us, that is the kind of industry standard. That's how they track if they're going to book bands and things like that.
Oh, they use Spotify?
Yes, because the Spotify, if you look when you're listening, it tells you how many downloads a song has had and things like that. And so that's kind of the industry standard of, is this a popular band or not? And my one hope that I hope happens with Apple, Spotify, YouTube, whatever, is I hope they start to tag these AI bands so that you know that you're not listening to a real band.
Oh, amen to that. Amen to that. Listen, there should be a standard where if you're listening to AI nonsense.
Right.
And because I absolutely won't listen to anything AI. I think it sounds generic. I think it sounds, I still want real musicians. I still want, a garage and all that.
That's right. And this is the latest single from Commander Pilot. It is called Bay Dreaming. If you like that kind of tiki hut, loungy type feel, perfect song for you here. No singing, but a perfect mood song for the night here. I got to get us better lighting out here in the Carho Lounge.
It's starting to get dark early.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark in Tulsa too. So we got all you can see is the cigar sign lit up behind us here. So all right, Justin. Final thoughts on the Red Meat Lover from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
Again, a definite, a good fit for after dinner. Again, full flavor, but I would say medium body. I got a little bit of spice toward the end.
Yeah,
but not a lot in the first third. So, but a definite recommendation. This is if you're familiar with Dunbarton, that basically they would have to go to. They too would have to go to a seminar to figure out how to make a bad cigar.
Right. Him and John from Crowned Heads.
Right. They would have to figure that out, how to make a bad one. So, and again, I'm not a Dunbarton aficionado. But Red Meat Lovers, I would get this one again.
Yes,
especially if I had some brandy or rum on the side.
Well, you won't get this one again because this was a PCA release only.
So
they may have some in some select humidors, but
well, maybe if we talk it up enough, maybe they'll kind of release
send
this
us some more, yeah,
or to the so everybody can get one, because it's a real special treat.
And you guys know that I've always been kind of a bigger ring gauge cigar fan, and the Porterhouse was the first Red Meat Lover that I ever had, and that's the bigger ring gauge. But I'm going to tell you the beef stick. It's kind of a Toro size, I guess I would say. I don't have the exact dimensions offhand here, but that has been the one that I've enjoyed the most. You just use a little punch because it's just the little circle top. Give a little punch in it, and it is just a fantastic Red Meat Lover. The beef stick, the filet mignon is another good one. You're not going to go wrong with any of these. I mean, the Sombra Mesa, they check out their portfolio because you're going to be excited about everything. A little more Commander Pilot here. This is Stereo Wawa. We're gonna hopefully next year we're gonna have these guys on with us. Full band.
Yeah, we definitely plan to have them on, and and
they are also cigar smokers. So that'll be a great episode.
So they can't be all bad.
No, not at all.
So
when you make good music like this, there's nothing bad about you. So
they definitely on this one have kind of a Ramones feel.
Yes, that's what I was. So they've been well, because you say that, but they've been playing a lot in Oklahoma City at skateboarding festivals and stuff. Like they just had this skate thing the other day.
Oh wow!
And Commander Pilot played at it. It was cool. So, well, what have we forgot here, Brother Justin?
Well, I think we've covered, again, we talked about Stranger Things. We were talking about having Commander Pilots on. So, again, those of you keeping score at home, we do, and we don't know exactly when this is going to come out, but we do plan to have Andrew Vinson.
I know when that's going to come out.
On again, and we're going to make sure we have, because remember, he was going to play his music the other day, and,
yes,
and it kept blinking out or whatever. So guys, if you're keeping score at home, Andrew will be back on, and we are going to premiere his music. He is going to play.
Where's my breaking news button here? We'll just use Brother Allen's. Breaking news on 101.5 KCGR. I reached out to Mr. Andrew Vinson and asked him if he would do the honor of playing my birthday episode when we do it in January.
That's going to be in January, so that is just going to be a great way. Of course, we'll have, I know we'll have some episodes in between there, but it'll be a great way to kind of kick off the year and kind of launch us out there. But so again, we didn't get to have Andrew on. I mean, he was on talking with us, but we wanted to have his music on. So we do plan to do that and have that for you as soon as we can.
And also, if they have the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Sombra Mesa Red in your humidor, that is a limited release in the Sombra Mesa line. Make sure you pick that up. It's a kind of I don't want to say it's a Lancero, but it's kind of a Lancero size cigar. Another fantastic Sombra Mesa from Dunbarton.
And by the way, if you do want to be kind of impress everybody at the tobacconist where you go, if you do want to impress them, go in there and say, I've discovered Lancero of Vitola, and I just think that's the wave of the future.
Yeah.
And so only those in the know will say, well, we have this or we have that.
Yes.
But you will definitely, if you need some nerd points for your tobacconist, definitely you want to talk about Lancero.
I did that and found out one of the cigars that I love, the Trinidad #2 Esperosa. The name blanks me, but it's one of the Brazilian Arapiraca, and I got that in the Lancero, and it was just as fantastic. I've had the West Tampa Red and White in Lancero, so those are great Vitolas to pick up, and pick up some of the new pipe tobacco from Cornell and Deal. Smokingpipes.com is always my go-to, because I did not want to go without mentioning a big shout out to Brother John Huber and Jake and Miguel and Danny and Brian, all the boys over at Crowned Heads. Look, they just re-released new, they're not new, the Tennessee Waltz in 3 different sizes. It has always just been available in one size with the new branding on it. And the Jericho Hill has also just been re-released in all the new branding. So jump online. And they also have a budget cigar. I hate calling it a budget cigar. Coming out, it's going to premiere on Black Friday at Creekside Cigars. Check out their website for the Thunder Kiss from Crowned Heads. I've just heard a lot of fantastic things about it. Everybody that I've seen smoking it has loved it. So check out Crowned Heads, LFD, Dunbarton, all these fine, fantastic premium cigar brands. Support them.
Absolutely.
So, well, I guess the only thing left to do, Justin, is to leave this the way we came in.
Game start.
Okay, so okay, right on. I did want to ask, So how did the Warriors do?
So the Glenpool 5th grade Warriors took first place.
Yeah.
Woo! Come get you some. Congratulations to my daughter and all of the girls. They worked their bottoms off. Their coaches did a fantastic job, and they brought home the gold from the cheer competition.
All right. Well, see, I know some of you. Again, I know some of you are keeping score at home. You're taking notes. Some of you are even reading the transcripts. Weirdos. But
That's right. At the yabba dabba do.
Yabba dabba do.
I still have no idea what they're saying, but
I don't.
It's a fun little song.
Yeah. Strangely, when I hear this, I get a craving for cherry Coke.
Hey, I can pick that up.
You know, I'm just hearing that. Although it kind of ruins the cigar vibe, but it, cherry Coke.
Hey, it's like that Hoya Day that Pipe Mike was talking about. He said it had cherry Coke.
Oh
notes in
yeah,
it.
that wasn't an LFD, was it?
No, it was a Hoya. I can't remember if it was the Oscuro or, but it's one of them. You'll have to go back and I'll put it in the show notes. And listen, hey, don't forget to check out our friend Paige Turner. She posted a video of her performing some of her music on her Instagram. So make sure you're following Paige.
Yeah, and so definitely, she does plan to come out with a full-fledged album, and probably long before then, we're going to have her back on here to play some of her music live. And now she's just doing this because she just wants to do it. She's not quit. She didn't quit her day job or anything. And that's the nice thing about, I mean, we complain about the music industry, but one thing that is nice about the technology now is that she can put out an album. And it's just like her project is what she wants to do. And she does it the way she wants to do it. And, she doesn't answer to any record companies or anything like that. And if you guys like it, you can stream it, you can download it. And, she'll, get a little bit for that. But again, that's just one of the perks of living not in 1985.
That's right.
But
you kind of have freedom over what you want to put out and all that good stuff.
Right. And even two idiots can do a podcast about cigars and act like they know about music.
Hey, who's that? That's us.
Oh, that is us.
That is us. And listen, we've gotten a couple other packages in the mail. Mr. Ash, the Big Wolf, he did send us some stickers and stuff like that. And I want to thank Cody from Kentucky Gentleman Cigars. We're going to have some samples coming in for that. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of tell you about what that's going to look like
and give you like progress reports.
Yes.
Because if you haven't heard, in the future, there will be a Smoke and Sound cigar. Yes,
from Kentucky Gentleman Cigars. So
and we just couldn't be more thrilled.
No, and I got to say a big shout out to Greg. He is just always been a staunch supporter of us. He is the Smoking Sicilian, Thin Red Blue Line 916. Obviously, Christopher Chad Weiss and Jacob Graham, all the guys, Andrew, Cigars with Angel, Hound, Raul 316, Mr. O'Reilly himself, all those guys that joined us on our second anniversary episode. We continue to thank you guys so much for that. Been talking with the mayor, his honor, Michael. We always enjoy things that he has to say. Those are so I think we've covered it all. Justin, what say you?
Well, I think so. And again, we hope you've enjoyed this. We're looking at music from 40 years ago, and I just think I think a lot of it has held up over time. Some of it sounds this is like from what, 1990?
Yeah. Well, I just figured, since just talking about Raul, it made me think about the Humpty Dance. So
about to ruin the image and style that you're used to.
Once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. So,
by the way, you know what? We have a loyal listener to our show. I had to explain to her what not necessarily explain what it was, but that it was from. I said, Sean was like, he got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Like, okay, that was a lyric to a song.
Yes.
That was not that wasn't a piece of history. That was a lyric to a song.
That's right. Hey, And you know what? I almost forgot to mention our great good friend over there, Mason at Good Smokes. Congratulations to his son's football team out there in Hominy. They're advancing on to the state final playoffs now in football.
Ooh,
So,
excellent.
yeah, I've been
Excellent.
following that. You know, we always love Mason. Can't wait to get him back on with us. And I ran into Chase the other day. Mr. Pipes and Sticks.
Yeah, Pipes and Sticks, right on.
And, you know, he's hoping to be able to get more back into producing some content on social media and coming and enjoying a pipe or cigar with us. So
Now, we are recording this on Tuesday, so tune in this Saturday for War Games.
Oh, that's
WWE
right.
War Games will be this Saturday, and I also my beloved Sooners will meet LSU, and
well, that should be an easy win for him.
yeah. So so look for the Sooners to be possibly in the playoffs.
Look, hey, they've turned that season around.
Well, I tell you what, but they have it doesn't get any easier from here, and just to kind of mark where we are. So my Chiefs are 6-5.
Uh-oh.
I don't think
Taking
we have
on
to
the
worry about it.
Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
That's right. And now you said you recently became a fan of New England.
Yeah, they're 8-3.
It was actually, yeah, I think they got their 9th win last. So
But they may have, and we almost forgot to do the Thunder report.
uh-oh.
How about those Oklahoma City Thunder, Justin?
Oh, man.
They've been rolling right along.
I tell you what, they are current world champions, defending world champions. So
I think they have a chance to repeat.
The trouble is there's like 80 games between here and there. And so now for me, the NBA really doesn't begin till Christmas Day.
Right.
To me, I wish they would start it like Christmas Day or afterwards.
Okay.
Because right now there's just too much football, college football. There's too much pro football.
It kind of gets lost in the mix.
Yeah, and then and then especially when you're like me, you have to watch wrestling.
Right.
So then there's
Especially
wrestling.
when War Games is coming up.
Oh well, yeah.
The man Becky Lynch is going to be there.
Oh yeah. So that all the teams, the star-studded teams. So anyway, we just want you guys to be aware of that. Probably by the time this comes out, hopefully you'll still have time to tune into that. And again, it's just it's a great time of year. Thanksgiving, wrestling, football, and but yeah, I still wish I wish NBA would start a little bit later in the year, and really get going. But still, yeah, Thunder defending champions. So SGA has come to play, baby.
SVG. SGA, I know him now. Hey, look, he's slick as grease. Man, that kid can play some basketball. I'm not gonna lie, that kid can play some basketball. He warms it up every time he's on the court. So, well, Justin,
Here we go.
I think that's a wrap on this episode of Smoking Sounds.
Yep.
Follow us at Smoking Sounds Pod on Instagram and Facebook, and make sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a beat or a draw. Hey, leave us a 5-star review. That just helps others find the podcast. So until next time, keep those cigars lit, those pipes packed, and the sounds smoking. And Mike, Justin just dropped a Stone Cold Stunner on the mic.
You can get the finger.